Hi, everybody. This is a day that the Lord has made, and I shall rejoice and be glad in it. I wanted to hop on and talk a little bit about day two of being free of this stay in place. People are out and about, they're doing their thing, enjoying life again, but there's still so many mixed emotions going on, so much divisiveness. If we aren't divided in this country about one thing, we're divided about something else. But now there's another thing, this stay in place. I'm seeing all these posts with people telling people to stay home, and then other posts with people telling people to basically mind their business. They don't know what people have to do for their own lives as far as survival is concerned. So it's just, again, as I say, divisiveness where everyone has their own opinions and their own thoughts regarding this. And of course, my opinions, I have my own opinions as well. I wanted to kind of just talk about the different opinions and the different things that are going on. I just read an article, a city in New Mexico. I can't remember the name of the city now. It's a Indian reservation, and they have shut their city down. They have shut off the borders. You can't come in their city. They are saying that it's not safe. It's not time for people to come out. And so they are adamant. They've closed their stores until Monday. And so they are just really operating in a mode of fear and panic. And sadly, that's what many of us are operating in, is fear and panic. People are not taking God into consideration. Even though he allowed this pandemic to come upon us, it wasn't his idea, and he's still God. And that's where people have to walk in faith, trusting him. He did not design us to walk in fear. As a matter of fact, First Timothy tells us that God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power. I'm sorry, Second Timothy, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So we were not given fear. That is a spirit that people are walking in. And so everyone just kind of has their own opinions about what's going on. I wanted to know how you guys are feeling today. Are you confident? Are you going outside? Are you staying in? What is your plan for the future moving forward? Because, of course, we are in a new normal. Things are never going to be the same again. We will operate differently. Some churches are opening, most churches are continuing to live stream. I know my church is continuing to live stream until we get something in place. Our pastor said that he's working on getting something in place, but for right now, we are still operating on live stream. People are taking precautions, people are being careful. And then you have some people that are just living life from day to day, don't have any plan, don't care one way or the other about themselves or about others. They're just sick of being in the house, and so that's how they're operating. They just want to get out and, as they say, quote unquote, enjoy life. But there's nothing about enjoying life if you're sick. Sickness has never been enjoyable. As a matter of fact, it's under the curse, and it's not something that we should have if we are children of God. If we're children of God, we don't have to walk under the curse. We've been redeemed from the curse, and God has given us the opportunity to be free of the curse. But of course, we have to appropriate that, and we have to do what is necessary to walk in that. It's not just going to come on you because you're a child of God. You have to do what's necessary, and there are several steps in that. That's not really what I'm talking about today. I'm just trying to talk about what people are doing in this second day of being free from the stay in place order. Which side of the fence are you on? Are you one of those who is telling everybody to stay in the house, that it's not time to come outside? You're judgmental of those who are coming out and not understanding that there are two sides to every circumstance. There are two ways to see this. And that's kind of how I see it at this point. I have never been fearful of the coronavirus. I've stayed in place and done what the CDC and health officials and our government officials have told me to do. But I've gone out when I need to go out to the grocery store to wash my clothes, because I don't have a washer and dryer outlet in this apartment. And to the post office. So essential things that I need to do. I have not been fearful of catching coronavirus, because I call myself redeemed from sickness and disease, and I don't believe, even if it does come on me, that it can't stay on me, because I am a child of God. In October and November, I was sick with, well, actually in December too, but I went to the hospital and they were saying that it was COPD. The symptoms sounded a lot like coronavirus now that I look back in retrospect, and perhaps I did have it, but even as I said, I spoke to the sickness in my body and I commanded it to leave. And so here I sit healthy before you today. And that's not my topic today either, but I just wanted to throw that in there. And so my perspective on this is, people need to do what they need to do for themselves. If you are one of the people who are afraid to get out, you still don't think it's time, you want to stay home, then stay at home. But those who want to get out, those who are ready to go back to their jobs, because we don't know people's financial status. Everybody was not eligible for unemployment. A lot of people have small businesses and they are not receiving the funding, so they don't have any income. And the Lord showed me a scripture in 2 Kings that talked about staying at home. Well, not staying at home, but it talked about, are we going to sit here and die, or are we going to go forward and die? Because there was a famine in the land. And so these lepers wanted to know, was it beneficial for them to just sit at the gate and die, or was it beneficial for them to try to go into the enemy's camp and get some food? And they decided that they were going to go into the enemy's camp and try to get food and survive. The Lord worked it out in their favor, where they not only got food, they also took the whole camp, because the Lord made the people believe that it was a whole army coming against them. So you just have to do what you need to do for you. And I would like to offer you the opportunity to start following me on my Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. I will be speaking about different things, all tying into divine health and walking in what God has given us. My name is Valerie Dixon. I've enjoyed this little chat with you all, and I will see you next time. Bye.